That'll do. Welcome back for the break time. Made it to Tucson and said we were going to stay on the main quest and head west. Got here during the break. Welcome. Lost anyone during the break? We always do. It's okay. Picked up what was at the notice board at the cockatrice. I did not check in with the innkeeper. Could have maybe sold some junk. No rush to get to Gwent, but there is some Gwent. There's some cool Gwent. Probably talk to innkeeps too. Play Gwent in Tucson. The Beast of Tucson. Go to Corvo Bianco. Examine the body kept in its cellar. One day, Scugs. It's Entrobot, our chat bot here. And to keep him from becoming too powerful,
just came in over secure channel.
I have to tinker and keep him down. Davination! Yeah, man! Been wondering how you were doing. Hey, man. Thank you for your sub-support always. How are you? Cheers to you, man. More than 2 years now. We have been here a while, huh? About that. Some things change, some things stay the same, but we're still here, still playing games. See you, man. Game sound. We don't have game sound, huh? Game Wisp alert not go through? Didn't it? It did, didn't it? Yeah, there it is. Are you, maybe you're behind, you may want to, it sounds like you're behind the stream. We're not dropping streams today, are we? Is there a long delay? It went, man. It went. Rock and roll.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over secure channel.
And with the double dip, the 25 on Wisp and the 7 on Twitch, we'll just call it 4 years. 5. We'll call it 10. We'll call it 10, all right? Just call it 10. Thank you for the 10 years. Hey, man. Cheers. Keyboard. I said, let me grab this while I'm thinking about it. There's a different keyboard here. The double dip. Wait. No, wait, no, I don't need to do this. I pulled, I don't need this at all. Hold on, which key is it? I set up the G13 to do this. Is that it? Cannot save. Yeah, I don't need this. I forgot I mapped that out already. Don't mind me. Like the double dip. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Yeah, good day, though. Song. Oh, Geralt said we had to hurry. Sounded like a fight. Probably too late. Bodies in the cellar. Corvo Bianco. Barrel. Really? Fine, then.
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
I see dead people.
opened by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Killed with a single blow.
I've heard stories like that. Or the over-under.
Ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit.
Over-under.
Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be. In the cellar. Gotta be.
Gotta be.
Claw wounds. From 5 separate claws. Spread of a small human hand.
You remember struggling so much with this Bruxa, went straight into Blood and Wine, skipping Hearts of Stone without Vamp Oil and being underleveled. That would be tough. We've done plenty here underleveled, but this time we're actually not underleveled. Only played through Blood and Wine once before. We are right on point. We're about to be 35. I'll take it. It'll be nice not to get so quickly beat down when things go south. Nordic Ginger, hello to you. Greetings. Welcome to Tucson. Nice Flame, I saw the pop-up. I'll check out the wedding pics after the stream. Or during the break. I finally got my phone back into Discord, which is why the notifications are popping up again.
Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs. Broke his neck.
All these NPCs are waiting for Geralt to get within 20 feet to and die. All of them. As soon as Geralt gets on the scene, they choke and die. It's great. Yeah, well, Dev, I guess I gotta say Dying Light's story was just never that interesting. I think that's what they call serviceable. It worked, you know? It was a reason to run around and do all that stuff. Just have fun in there. Did you enjoy the game? I mean, it Did you at least make Mama happy? Because if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Hurled against the wall with great force.
Purple. Carrier. Another thing about this playthrough, different from previous, we've actually got most of our oils upgraded. Using bombs, putting a little into science. You know, after 600 hours in the game, I figure we should branch out a little bit. No, I'm playing on, 1080. Play at 1080 still. Works for me. Yeah, if you like the gameplay, whatnot. 70 hours, not bad. Let's do it your way. Black blood, Bruxa, black blood. Black blood.
Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Blood. Thought about that in a while. Blood in here somewhere? What it looks like. I might know what it looks like. It's Erebor, cat, kill. Never mind. That one? Black blood. It's black and gray. Superior black blood. 60 seconds. Put that on the bar, can't we? You remember watching me play it a while ago, didn't recall any of it. I don't think I played through... we did some co-op, and I don't think we played through much more than the beginning of the story and some random stuff.
Down the grate. Saw you at the end.
Carol, don't get distracted by the naked lady.
I know what you are.
Naked
Don't
lady.
know why you killed these people, though.
Angry
It
naked
wasn't for
lady.
their blood.
Who likes trophies?
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Yeah, the blood should serve as a warning. Exemplary me. Hello.
I cannot let you leave.
No. Can you at least go back to your prettier form? I should have just... I know I put it on the bar, but I really didn't intend to use it from the bar. But anyways. Can't unequip it. Alright, we gotta use it now that I put it on the bar. We gotta use it from there. Switching. Hold on. Stuck in a corner, that's great. Trying to blind swallow potions. Our toxicity's through the roof. Because I'm spamming trying to get, you know what? The black blood was a bad idea. We got it, but it was a bad idea. Because all I did was freak out. Scream all you want, it's not gonna save you. Daryl, put your torch away. Okay, it might save her. Barely remember the... You see her? Barely remember this fight. Bearden's probably useful if you look at what she's doing. I bet it would be. Dodging's great. Isn't her dodging smooth? Think about the... Alright, I'll use some Uridan. Affecting her, but did it even really bring her out of it? Or was she just coming out of it naturally? Crawled right to her table and died. That was a messy start, huh? So here's what was going on. Let me bring the UI up for a second. It was on Black Blood. I couldn't mentally keep track of the little D-pad press that swaps from one slot to the other. Okay, here's why it's extra silly. Because our NoHUD mod gives us this hotkey, quick access
What do we have
to all the
here?
potions, right there.
Must be a new arrival.
Exemplary me, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us. Glad you could. You silly sausage. We could have taken the Black Blood right from here and didn't have to slot it, and I just, yeah. Anyways, kind of panicked on that count because I'm not used to having anything but swallow in that slot. I just don't think about it. But I knew I wanted to swap the Black Blood and I just lost it. It's, alright. It's really not that important, is it? Or interesting. That's what happens.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
We should examine his genitals.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch bulging with coins.
We're getting paid.
Nilfgaardian florins from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Unusual severed
was
hands,
clearly a
as
monster,
opposed to the more
not
usual
Bruxa.
severed hands we
Then why
collect.
did Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need
Sure,
to know
this
about the other
creature
victims.
is back.
I'll ask Palmer to get
Always.
me in to see the Duchess.
He always comes back. How you doing? Gee. Gee. You fight the vampire here, the Bruxa, just now, yes. Bruxa, she died. And she died right over here, it was perfect. She died and crawled right over to her table. I need that ab routine after the credits. Hey Geralt, what's your secret, man? The oils. The oils. do anything going in the other way. Let me see. We came down. Did we come in from this hall over here? It's not a hall. Never mind. Don't mind me at all. Already went that way. Fresh air. No HUD. We can turn the HUD on and off, but there's a mod. It's a fantastic mod called the Friendly HUD Mod. Lets you toggle various things on and off. My favorite part of it is this compass you can have at the bottom. So when you turn Witcher Sense on, you can get distance to waypoints, including vertical, and a compass. That's the key thing. That navigation is so hard without orientation. It was Blood and Wine, the first time we played Blood and Wine, that I tried to play with no HUD. We didn't have that mod. But in Toussaint, let me see if I can pick it out here. I don't think it's that mountain. But isn't there a really big mountain somewhere in Toussaint? Like maybe, where's west? Let's get over the hill here. When we played before and it didn't have this mod, I would orient myself, there we go, using that peak to the southwest. It was pretty cool because Toussaint is small enough, and with the castle there, that peak is big enough and far enough away that no matter where you are in Toussaint, almost everywhere in Toussaint, that peak is southwest. So you could find southwest, and then if you knew you were heading to something north of you, you could figure it out. But that mod and the compass, oh, that's what's up. Changed everything. If only you could get it for consoles, that would be great.
Lady, I have a fierce wish to fight fiercely in your name. And
Fierce wish to fight fiercely. Fiercely! Oh.
Greetings.
Greetings, congratulations.
Don't touch.
I know, he's fighting for you. We won't touch. No touch, don't touch. We're gonna run into Fabio here, aren't we?
This can't afford a barber, let alone
What do you want now?
Kid, you should watch out. Running into Witchers is dangerous for your health.
Come on, come here. I shan't bite you.
There's second verse, come back. Hey, not you too. You guys, let Geralt be.
What's she doing?
Apparently everyone in town wants to bump and grind on Geralt of Rivia. I know, the abs and the scars. See the glasses.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Pomerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Virtue always triumphs. Oh, wish that it were so. That's all I want from life, kid. That's all I want from life. Hard lesson for you, kid. That is not always what happens. But it's worth trying. It's something to aim for. Don't give up. You're too young for an existential crisis, kid. However,
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But
got
why?
that?
If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmer story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. The rogue? Well, you can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? With only some bells on its tail to
Someone.
confuse it, slow it down?
What's that for us the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
What about you? I like Witcher series. Luke, tough question. Could be Star Wars Galaxies, though. But that's a tangled web. Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor. Look. Really?
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
If you're not familiar with The Witcher, this area is a fairy tale like land. This is DLC. Colors are all jacked up. It's all deliberate. It is meant to be very flowery, very colorful, very over the top. It was deliberate.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Hey, Alex, Skyrim. A lot of people join you there.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Alright, did you see that? You see what the Shelmar just did? Rolled into the wall. Stunned for a little while.
Damn it.
Oh! That's what was happening to me with Liquid yesterday.
We have to help him.
Okay, for honor.
Gotta keep it down. I can only tell where we are when it
Jesus! Alas, united, the beast our girth, let loose a roar and stop to the earth. And down came the Witcher in one mighty bound to give fight to the beast, its plans confound.
Come at me, bro!
Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds. The witches are waiting till the time was true. Then worlds danced and dance, spun the monster right through.
Ooh! Is it actually stuck there? Again? I don't remember that! Pretty badass. Come on! Come on! That'll do! Woo!
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Why help him?
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
I don't think this works out, but
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
after torturing it and slicing it to pieces.
May always show mercy. It is his right. Long
But what
live
happens to the injured
Geralt the
Shelmar?
Merciful.
Not really
Michael,
mercy, I
see
don't
to the
think.
beast.
Guillaume,
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For
Hop,
we
hop.
must make off with Geralt. We should talk.
We must make out with Geralt.
We had been long awaiting your
Wow,
arrival.
this is
Had
your...
nearly lost hope. Then suddenly,
Why rush?
that entrance, so spectacular.
Not so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Yeah, about that.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Put the cottonwood or the seeds in the air. Cool. Giving like a queen.
Tell us, Have you come alone?
Surprised?
Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
I just
Wish to
fear
see
behind some of
dandelion,
these
Your
cutscenes.
Grace.
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
HUD. Friendly HUD. No HUD mod. Yeah, your guardsman? Well... Bruxatorum to pieces.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa. A kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through
Witcher.
careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort.
I know how
We
you
must
kids
listen to
like
him
some extra
attentively.
sloppy.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now.
And a sloppy Joe. Now I'm
And
hungry.
maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time
Thanks.
past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless.
Have a good one. We'll see you
let
later.
us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home? Did not expect. Usually. Demand. They usually demand coin. And what they usually get is a whole nother matter.
No, Your Grace. Usually we just ask for gold.
The response we expected. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
First and second victims. Tell me more.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
This belt.
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
Posed?
So it seems.
The plating on his... can't see it in this shot, but you can see the belt again here. Great detail on the armor. Clothing, everything. Off looks great too. When you can see his upper arm, get the layers of plating. Comes down, I don't know the names for different pieces of armor, but when it comes off the shoulder, there's 3 tiers, sort of like roof shingles. Catch another glimpse of it. That's bloody fantastic.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first 2 victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if they...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Keep looking at the details in the costumes. The way her crown set on her head, but her hair is dressed through and around it. Probably shake her head and the crown isn't coming off. How cool is that?
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay.
Look at it from the
denouncing
front again.
Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the fourth virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
What? A team?
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
Oh. Hey. Hey, Roach!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
It doesn't get wrinkled.
He was shocked to see Your Highness's hiney, but... Off we go!
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Huh?
Your Grace seems right at home in this.
Oh. For the kids, girl. How's that? Rotten start. Drop me in. 100 yards up.
Clear the way, I said!
Seriously, we're riding through town. We're gonna... I just ran over a kid. Are you sure this is a good idea?
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry. Whoa!
We must go to where the game is being held. The
Yeah,
participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
And we gotta get you some pants before all your subjects
We've
freak
no other
out.
option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Ah, I get it, like the whole pants thing.
Truly, to
Can't-
send a witcher against the beast.
Can't we just stay? It's so beautiful. I don't want to go. Can't we just stay? Anna Henrietta, can't we just stay? Please? No, I don't want to go. I want to stay.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other Phoenix Egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Totally. Yeah. Clear. Oh my god, the braziers are lighting themselves. And number 3. Q. Alright, so down by the water, Unicorn was doing the cutscene over by that tree.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage. I do encourage you.
I don't want to face front. I want to face the view.
Into the woods to bring glory to you.
That's right. It's not so easy to get down there, is it? Go the wrong way. I think we need to go the other way to get down and around.
Where are you skittering off to, Symphony?
This way.
Then we've to look, my daughter. No nooks there where one could hide. Those are our orders.
What is the games you are liking?
Get to send a witcher against the
Lord,
beast.
curious
It's
trousers.
as if one sought to treat the cat with kindness.
Not to talk to strangers.
It's there, just there. We made our acquaintances.
What other part of the state would one have in mind?
My humble opinion?
That which
The
fights
Geralt
and
Baron
goes
did
to
nothing
war
to
on the
deserve the
state's
honor
behalf.
of the hand.
No one
Honor.
would ever think of any other.
Honor.
For the state is
They say the Duchessa has donned quite the avant-garde dress. Drink and be merry.
But tomorrow we all may die. I think she's a Klingon, right?
When Her Grace the Duchess knights a man, she does so to cause him gracefully to follow the laws of the state and of the night, and to do so.
Check out the kid.
As to what is to be feared and not to be shifted, just allow nothing to obscure his conviction.
I'm busy.
What is they call you? Geralt.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
If one were to call a state courageous or cowardly, what other part of the state would one have in mind? If not that which fights and goes to war on the state's behalf. No one would ever think of any other. For the state is courageous in virtue of a portion of itself which preserves the distinct opinion of the nature of things not to defeat, pleasure, or inflict under the influence of desire.
Geralt? Oh, Geralt. Oh, Geralt. Oh, Geralt.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
The main game's mostly complete already. We actually started this playthrough way back in 2016.
Almost had it. Come on, stay calm. Shh, calm down.
Slide was nice. Clue from the horn of a unicorn.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Hey, Witcher's gotta
Flagrant
eat.
cheating is what it is.
Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Break any rules. I'm on a mission to save someone's life. Want to fight? Let's go. It's 3 of them. The whammy on all 3 of them. I'm fine with the fight.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True. He
3
won
for
fair
1.
and square.
It was
We
fair.
were unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next clue.
Good luck with that.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior.
A complete collapse of social
Oh.
norms.
Oh. 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 It's gonna keep bumping into that horse's ass. Get kicked. Hello, ladies.
Best cure for the beast, a witcher.
Who invited him?
You're watching, dude.
Go, go.
Nonsense. And tasteless to boot.
That is the remedy for two swords problems, not 2 swords.
Faster.
I want to go back to the circus.
Supposed to head over to those lights, but I just want to
Now I shall drink.
go everywhere.
And repeat till the week is through.
Behold the leopard from faraway Zerrikania. Predator wild, bloodthirsty, and ferocious. Beauty and grace embodied in murderous form. Like nothing else.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Hey, man. Cheers.
Behold the leopard from faraway Zerrikania. Predator wild, bloodthirsty, and ferocious. Behold the focused, fearful symmetry.
How is it the Duchessa does not fear him as well?
Behold the leopard from
Big Joe,
faraway
bedtime.
Zerrikania.
Have an enjoyable night, day, rest of. Remember, a warm heart makes a wise person. The time that brings a smile on many a sad and lonely shadow. Bearers drink, y'all. Have a good night. Sleep well.
The prince is deceived, Witcher. Beware.
Focused. Here for symmetry.
That's what he said. Exemplary me, gonna get going. Thanks for the stream, pal. Have a good rest of the night. Chat, you have a good night too. Hope to catch you another time. Back and join us for more adventures.
Fare you well, Richard. Enough for wine and women?
Have a good rest of your weekend. If we don't catch you, I think we'll be back here tomorrow playing Witcher. Peacock. Peacock.
Look something back and
Did you hear that noise? Yeah, that was a peacock noise. I don't get it either. Is that really what peacocks sound like? I think we got confirmation last time we played this. That is in fact what peacocks sound like, but... Exemplary. I can do one better. I can fill the mug. Wow. Cheers. All right, now we can go swimming.
What the blazes?
Hey,
Someone just dive in the water.
who said I needed a boat?
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
If you're a peasant.
you're a peasant. Good luck fishing, y'all. It will do. It will do nicely. Just try and stop me. Swim on, good man! Oh, I got it. Sort of.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can find this mug on Amazon. It's, Bar Brats. There's probably a few that look like it, but this one's Bar Brats. Alright, we read through some of that. Let's get caught up. Geralt failed to find the victim's body on the riverbank. It seemed the Ducal Guard had removed it to the cool cellars of the Corvo Bianco estate. Ever the ferreter, however, Geralt did spot something the soldiers had overlooked. Based on the item and with Milton's help, he established the identity of the beast's most recent victim. Yet he failed to divine the species, genus, or family of the creature that had perpetrated the crime. Only an autopsy could help him do that. So Geralt set off for Corvo Bianco, alone this time, as duties at court had called Milton to the ducal palace. Alas, something wicked had arrived at Corvo Bianco Vineyard. As the Witcher drew near the estate, yet was still at some distance, battle sounds reached his ears. On arriving, he saw the bodies of guardsmen murdered just moments before by a Bruxa. The Witcher promptly defeated the vampiress, who was not the beast itself, but was clearly in league with it. Yet Geralt could not guess at the link between them, nor at the identity of the creature that had inspired the Bruxa's rampage through the vineyard. The Witcher needed information on the beast's previous victims. He supposed the Duchess might have this, and thus set off to find her. Anna Henrietta's time was precious. To get an audience with her was never an easy feat. Even more so in these days, as the Duchess was overseeing a chivalric tourney played out on tourney grounds outside the walls of Toussaint's capital. Yet in the end, Geralt faced the one who had summoned him. As they related what each had learned about the beast, thus pooling their knowledge and hypotheses, they deduced the likely identity of its next victim, who could very well prove to be Milton de Peyrac-Peyran. Geralt and Anna Henrietta rushed like rabbits through the palace gardens. Ironically, at the time, the gardens were the venue for a game of Hunt the Hare. Milton had been assigned the title role. The knight, having donned a bunny rabbit costume, sat hiding in the gardens, waiting to be found by the game's participants based on clues they could win by completing various challenges. Yet the Duchess and the Witcher could spare no time for such nonsense and set out to win the clues by breaking the rules. Meet the Duchess to assemble the clues and learn where Milton is hiding. Not Roach. Unicorn horn is somewhere over there.
You must be a new arrival.
Evil! Welcome aboard! Cheers! Thank you for the follow. Wonder if the unicorn is where we left it. No? No? That's alright. Roach? No Roach? Sorry. There's our unicorn. No! Fuck me! Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. It's a good thing you can't do that. It says, you are not Conan. That was horrible.
Move it.
Now you're just being rude, Geralt.
A return to traditional values and morals. That is the remedy for Toussaint's problems, not two swords.
Come on.
See the peacock with its tail out? Feathers? Strangest noises. The guys who put the whammy on.
Perhaps I should try once more to give it an apple.
Try again.
Stupid brute.
Show Jimbo? Did I miss Show Jimbo? Coming in? Oh, I did. Sea Star. Good catch. It's almost scrolled off my page. Howdy, Show Jimbo. What's up? Unavailable, try again. How you doing, too? Come on.
Their mates are wooed with ease, yet every last one is free of disease. If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
It's going all right.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt.
She ordered someone else to hand over their...
Got a key and a clue.
Blue.
I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
A groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard... It's cramped. Groan, hollowed out with ease. Mouse. Cramped?
Is it about someplace really cramped, uncomfortable?
Because it mentions groans and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray.
She's smart.
Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green.
Greenhouse.
Then mouse, but starting with
Master
heads
Lurker.
out cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks. And the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What the butch?
What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Any?
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
I won't let you kill again.
That black blood. I think I just used white Raffords though, because what is it? 5, 6, 7. I was looking at the number 5 above it. Yeah, I just took white Raffords. That's awesome. Toxicity. the best. Got the point, right? Okay. I like that. I like that it's on there. That was... okay. I don't think we can calm him down. I mean, you could try, Geralt, but he looks really angry. Actually, you can counter his claws, can you? Sorry. UI comes on if I click the left analog stick. The more intense a fight gets, the more likely I am to do that by accident. Oh, you can. All right, that's sweet. Didn't remember if you could or not. You gotta get the first attack. I don't know about those quick ones where he displaces and approaches. But when he's just standing there, like now, that would be a great time to interrupt him. That, right? I'm good at avoiding that one. Oh! That one. I'm not good at avoiding that one. The sound cue. I'm a little too slow. I hear the sound. I know what it means, but not fast enough reaction yet. Not good. How much health he gets back doing that. Assume it's a lot. We really need to interrupt that before he gets whatever the heal out of it. Yeah, before whatever it is pops. We need some more oil too. We are in trouble. How about some oil? Worry about the oil. Oh! You have to lose that fight.
to stay where you are. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Nope. Gugs, yeah, I didn't remember that. So you have to lose? You go on forever? I remember there being a fight, but I'm loving not remembering as much about Blood and Wine as I do about other parts of the game we've played more times through.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories.
Regis.
I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Yeah, you guys seem close.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn, though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders it so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Your unfamiliar Witcher character. I have not read the books, but the games are based on a series of books, so a great deal of history and lore for the characters, including Regis, who was, well, he is a favorite character to many. He was dead, and he mentioned it there, that he had been melted into slag. He was gone, as I understand it. He was gone. D-E-D. Vampire dead. However, he's an excellent character. So forgiving his return, the melted remains were nurtured by Dettlaff, and okay, Regis is back.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
No choice.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère la Chaise-Longue Cemetery. We'll meet there.
Mère la Chaise-Longue. Try to remember how he pronounced that. Oh, gone already.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Tomalak, good to see you too. Yeah, we were almost dead. Bring the UI up. In fact, we were dead. He killed us. We did. We did. But, oh, we're off the hook. Yay, cutscene. Still, I would have rather kicked his ass. You'll get another chance. Meditation no longer heals you up. I mean, Death March. Meditation doesn't heal you up, so you have to consume food, wait it out anyways. Happy Friday, all, says Tomalak. Happy Friday. Look around, check out the scene. We'll be taking a break shortly. I know you just got here, Tomalak. Not on purpose, but we need to do that. Gonna do that. Purchasing brief. Interesting. Princess costumes. 92 princess costumes. Oh. Here's our Deed. Proclamation. We, Anna Henrietta, by the grace of the gods, Duchess of Toussaint, do hereby grant Geralt of Rivia, crest of the bridge, the lands belonging to the estate of Corvo Bianco, together with all goods and chattel found thereon. Furthermore, Geralt of Rivia now becomes the owner of the estate and swears to see to its care and upkeep, is to make it fertile and beautiful, and shall enrich himself from the harvest that the land provides for his own glory and the glory of Toussaint. Let it be known to all and sundry that in our fair domain deeds of beauty shall never go unrewarded, and the land shall never lie fallow, for both deeds and land exist to bear good fruit. Her illustrious grace, Anna Henrietta. Okay, Lamia. Got it? Amalek, small round today. Oh! Supposed to be looking around in here. No. Meet Regis. How's it pronounced again? Admire la Chalonge. Chalonge. Was that right? Bum bum ba da bum bum. No! I'm so glad we cleared the ground and hit water. I was hoping for a dive. Didn't know there was concrete beneath us. Alright, let me find a spot. We're gonna take a break. And we'll go meet up with Regis.
Fair folk.
Nice jump. Hey, that jump was way better than when I tried to punch the unicorn. By accident. By accident. That was way better. Ducal official who doles out rewards for contracts. Notice board. Up another notice board. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. For this one. I think there are a lot more undiscovered locations than we're seeing here. There aren't just 3 question marks, right? There are many in the areas we haven't even approached. So why don't we get to the notice board, pick those up, take a break, and after the break we're going to head east, see what we see. We're going to go through the vineyards of Toussaint, it looks like. Beautiful fields. You know how, if you're familiar with Assassin's Creed Origins, maybe familiar with the mode they're adding. Discovery, is that what it's called? There are going to be all of these combat-free tours, basically. Tours of ancient Egypt. Not quite ancient. Ancient is relative. But we could get away with that too. Alright, maybe not, maybe not. But I wouldn't mind the walking sim version of The Witcher. How could you?
Sir!
Places.
A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Thank you. This stamp says postage paid, so get lost, kid.
Here. Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
My dear Geralt.
I hope all is well. I imagine you hot on the trail of some nasty monster. Or is it an overly complex curse this time? Oh, Geralt, I wish I knew for certain. Whatever is keeping you busy, perhaps you'll need a break. For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript I bought off a merchant from Nazaire. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called Beauclair home, and this professor conducted research into Witcher mutations. I don't know much else, but I suspect that alone might pique your interest. The tome mentioned a journal interred with the scholar when he passed. It could very well lead you to his laboratory. I'm enclosing a map I found folded in the tome. It's smudged in a few places, but I hope it proves useful anyway. Please be careful and come back to me quickly. Your Triss.
Yes. The professor who studied Witcher mutations might actually be worth looking into.
Thanks, Triss. Earn and face the strange. Ah, I think I remember a bit of that. Funny, the letter you got was from Yennefer, huh? It was a warm summer evening, or perhaps a cool yet sunny morning. The weather and time are of no import. What matters is that day Geralt received a letter full of kind words from his beloved Triss, who informed him about a most unusual discovery she had recently made. Some old manuscripts she'd found mention of research conducted by a Professor Moreau on Witcher mutations. It seemed this professor's workshop could be found in Toussaint. Geralt, realizing the importance of this discovery, decided to find this laboratory. The first step would be to find the professor's journal, which, according to Triss, had been buried with him. Glad we're gonna be playing this for a few days. I said we were going east, west, tempted to sidetrack. We're also at the notice board. Where's the notice board?
Nice tune.
Say nice tune? A little refrain at the end. It reminds me of one of Howard Shore's Lord of the Rings themes. Da 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 da. Sound like Lord of the Rings? Anyone else? Grandmaster Armorer, Master Armorer in Beauclair seeks brave man to help recover long-lost diagrams. KG, are you off? Saying goodnight, everyone. Be breaking in a few minutes, so your timing is good. Good night, KG. Sleep well. See you on the other side. Fisticuffs. Hey, tough guy. Smack down your brother-in-law. Now you're feeling invincible. Neighbors step aside when they see you coming. Got violence in your heart? And perhaps it's high time you fought for the title of Brawl Master of Beauclair. Defeat 3 champions and you'll get the honor of facing the Maestro himself. Seek more information from bookies in San Sebastian and by the docks. Armed escort wanted. We wish to hire a person or persons with good weapon skills who for a reasonable fee will escort us into Albertus Cavern for exploratory purposes. The knights errant claim the cave harbors no danger, so we don't expect trouble. But better safe than sorry. Augusta, Lucian, and Hugo Monart. Helga, Howard Shore, Lord of the Rings soundtrack feels a masterpiece. Choice. I like it a lot. Somewhat related thought I had yesterday was that imagine Rogue One with a John Williams soundtrack. Just saying. Dear reader, years pass and times change, yet all that is good and beautiful still requires a defender. Come to the Isle on Lac Selavi. Selavi. Lac Selavi. Selavi. How do you say that? Selavi. Test the rightness of your character during the trials. If you pass, you shall receive a reward. You know it. Hey, Vent. How you doing? This Friday, quarreling at the cemetery. Place to fight. Someone from our residence committee seems to think it is their responsibility. I'll write it myself. This cannot go on. That infernal racket coming from the cemetery is driving us mad, and no one is doing anything about it. I know we all hear it. Madame Bouquet admitted it keeps her awake all night long, and she lives further away from the cemetery than any of us. If there is any witcher who can put an end to all the screaming, brawling, and insults, I'll pay him from my own pouch. Ask them to point out Charles Lenzano at the Clever Clogs. That'll be me. Wanted, discreet specialist. Professional to investigate mystery concerning Reginald de Aubry's statue. The statue! The statue. Requirements: indomitable work ethic, absolute discretion, and refinement in supernatural situations. And don't laugh. Desirable, immaculate presentation, aesthetic sensitivity, and knowledge of modern sculpture. You should take a look at his genitals. For details, please see Roland de Flacfezer, curator of art and collectibles.
Lac c'est la vie. Might be worth
C'est la
looking
vie.
into.
Lac c'est la vie. We read Tristan's letter.
Somebody needs an escort.
Goodness gracious, great balls of granite. Told you. Don't forget to cup the balls. Look at these quest names. Father knows worst.
Give us some sugar.
Give us some sugar, baby.
Wait, don't tell me. You're that
Greetings to you and your family.
Long live Toussaint!
There can be only one. God, there's so many quests from... Look at this. They did such a great job. They just loaded us up with quests for Blood and Wine. Good. I don't even know which one to do. What should we do? Turn and face the strange caught my attention. Alright. Break time. Bent, your headache cleared up. Massive headache seems to have cleared. You can enjoy PC activities again. That's great to hear, man. Doing all right here. Somewhat spontaneously opened a beer because we were talking about the mug. The mug. Exemplary was checking out the mug. And I guess I opened a beer so I could show off the mug. Good an excuse as any. I'll see you back here in a few. Everybody stay tuned.